corned beef pastrami. So we cheated and bought a regular corned beef from a grocery store. It was already brined. You can go through this 12-day process if you want to brine it yourself. But we took the cheat and we bought one already brined. We soaked it for about 24 hours, changing the water every couple hours. That's why it kind of looks a little gray and not so bright pink like it does when it first comes out of the package. It's really good to orient yourself now with what the grain structure is of this, and I can see I've got what would be the point over here and then a good section of the flat. I did trim off a little bit of the fat there because it was kind of a little spongy, especially when it goes through that brining process. That fat gets a different texture to it. So our pastrami rub here, we've got a 1/4 cup of ground coriander, a 1/4 cup of mustard seeds that we've put through a coffee grinder to make sure it's good and powder. We're going to do a 1/4 cup of black pepper. We're also going to do a tablespoon of brown sugar and a tablespoon of dried ginger. So it's got a really nice aroma to it. And when you put this rub on, you really want to make sure you get it good and thick. We'll be cooking our RT300 today. We've got that set at 225. And you really want to be pretty liberal with your seasoning. Okay? And we're going to do a different method when we go to wrap this. We're going to wrap it in foil probably after, I'm going to say 7-8 hours. But we're also going to wrap it in plastic wrap so we get to steam that meat as well, because we're going to be slicing this up thin for sandwiches. Cold, so we're not going to eat this hot. And that steaming really gives us it a nice texture. And that RT300 will provide plenty of smoke in that time period. So we're going to let this sit for probably about a half an hour, let it warm up. Make sure that seasoning is good and attached, and then we'll get this smoking again, probably 7-8 hours, and then we'll get it wrapped up in plastic wrap, and then get it wrapped in foil, and we'll let that finish for another 3 or 4 hours or so. This is about a 6.5, 7 pound corned beef brisket here. So next, we'll see you at the Rectac.
See you tomorrow on the Rectac.
Alright, we've got our RT300 set at 225. We'll go ahead and get our corned beef brisket on. And you'll also notice with the RT300, especially at lower temps, that fan will cycle off and on. That's completely normal. The extreme smoke function is not enabled, but that Smart Grill technology will pulse that fan off and on to keep those temps right where they need to be. Again, this is about a 6.5 pound corned beef brisket. We're going to let this go for 8 hours, and then we're going to treat it a little differently. So we'll put it to bed, and we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so our pastrami's been going for about 8 hours. It's looking great. Here's our little trick. We're going to wrap this up in plastic wrap. Real tight. About 4 layers thick. And we'll double wrap it in foil. We'll let that go for another 4 or 5 hours until it hits 203 degrees, and it'll be delicious. Alright, so it's been a total of 12 hours. We did 8 hours, wrapped it up. It's been about another 4. We're at 201 degrees. Pull this, let it rest. Probably about 2 hours, then we'll slice it up. We'll show you what it looks like, and then I'll slice the rest for some sandwiches later on. So we're going to let this rest for a couple hours, and then I'll take you inside and slice it up. Alright, so let's go ahead and slice up our pastrami. You can kind of hard to see, but the grain is running kind of like this. That's why I say it's nice to get orientated with your piece of meat before you start to slice. But we're going to slice this up for sandwiches, so I'm going a little on the thinner side. But you can see that corned beef has got great consistency. It's nice and tender, but not fall apart. It's got great flavor to it. I'm going to keep slicing this up and make some beautiful pastrami sandwiches. So, buy a corned beef brisket, get it rinsed off, make up some rub, give it a good smoke, and you too can have some great pastrami sandwiches.